Emsolation is recorded on the stolen lands of the Wurundjeri people, the first storytellers of this country. We pay our respects to elders past and present and to any First Nations peoples listening. We acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be.
You're in Emsolation.
Well, hello there and welcome to Emsolation. My name is Em Rusciano. I'm a writer, a singer, a stand-up comedian, a maximalist power queen, a neurodivergent magic brain and a podcaster. And I'm doing a solo ep this week and the roof caved in upstairs and I'm fine. Conceal, don't feel, don't
She's
let
not fine,
them
everyone.
know.
None of us are fine.
Yeah, we've had to move the studio downstairs temporarily. Can't even speak. I am disassociating so hard I can't feel my nipples. Like whatever. You could launch a rocket missile at my stomach and I wouldn't even flinch. Not even in my body. Spiritually, I died. I'm dead. Welcome to this week's show. We have so much to get to. I am fresh from being explained to how I have to poo 3 separate days and poke a stick in it 6 times, scoop it out, write the time and date, and then drop it off to some poor bitch who works reception at a pathology place.
The best delivery.
My body has truly shut down, and so I went to see a women's health specialist this morning and we ran 29 tests. 5 vials of blood were taken. I fainted several times. I didn't, but I felt like I was going to. And then I had to do the poo thing, and then I have to have a thing. I've got to have a camera up my pooper and down my throat. May as well just it's like a technological circle jerk, right? Does that work?
Maybe.
What are those things called where everybody's joined?
Oh, I'm thinking of the snake that swallows its own tail.
Sure, that'll do.
Ubrius or whatever that. I can't remember them.
The human
centipede.
Thank
How
you.
did we forget that?
James, of all the people who was going to remember, I would not have tipped James. So I'm trying to get on top of my health. I am, of course, in the middle of a separation. I'm self-funding a tour. So do you know what I need? I need the roof of my place of business to collapse on top directly. We're going to put a picture up now. It targeted the Rodecaster recording system. There is a perfect, stunning bit of plasterboard just covering the very important recording equipment one needs to make a podcast. Just a perfect square. I feel attacked in general. So it's going to be great. This episode is very hinged, ironclad, connected, like the doors of Narnia. Did Narnia have doors? That was a wardrobe.
That was a wardrobe.
So in today's show, I want to be talking about the World Cup because I am sport. Thank you for not laughing. I am sport. I, of course, have a 7-year-old son who's obsessed with football. I'm not allowed to call it soccer. Okay, babe. And I've just been noticing a few of the players, one player in particular, probably the Nigerian goalkeeper that we'll be talking about. Also, I've come across a woman who, look, she may have been arrested, but I think all of us are truly going to relate and make friends with her. That's coming up soon. Also, in the sealed section, I'm going to be doing an okay stop on a woman who has married and is conducting a physical relationship with a 300-year-old pirate ghost, as one does. So much to discuss. Again, thank you to everybody who came to the Adelaide show. It was amazing. 3 incredible shows at the Dunstan Playhouse, 5-star reviews, couldn't have asked for a better kickoff. The rest of the shows are selling really quickly now. I love how you all, even though I've put on 15 years of high-quality shows, I still have to win you over. I still have to get a good review for you to be like, you know what? I'm going to give this bitch my $80.
Choose me, motherfuckers.
Please choose me. So the rest of the shows will kick off at the end of August, and I'm starting at QPAC in Brisbane. Fantastic. I'm going to be in Brisbane this weekend, actually. So might go do a little bit of a QPAC recce. That's all happening. Addicted to Love is the name of the show. Google the reviews if you want to double make sure I'm worth your money and get your tickets because, as previously mentioned, self-funded. And people waiting to buy tickets is a bit stressful. Don't worry, Em. Everyone's buying tickets late. Great. It's amazing for those of us trying to balance a budget and figure out if we can actually afford to put this thing on. Please wait until the day of the show to buy tickets. That's amazing for me and my anxiety and my sleep. All right, let's move on. Insert heart glyphs. First up on Emsolation. Oh, I felt like I was crossing to Yana Vent then. Interesting. I want to announce I've found my people. And not because I would do what she did, but because I completely understand how somebody would arrive where this woman did. And I just feel like you out there will get it as well. A story from 2024 has crossed my desk. I know. It's a hot take on a very relevant topic. No, this story has gone viral again because I don't think it got picked up the first time it happened. 41-year-old Denise Carter, she was arrested after sending her ex's new girlfriend a 32-page laminated document entitled Things He Will Eventually Do to You.
Amazing.
32 pages. Laminated. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
Do you know how much emotional commitment and executive function it takes to laminate 32 pages?
And how much that would cost as well.
She's completed a master's degree. Now, let me tell you exactly what was included in this incredible document. Screenshots, timelines, relationship flowcharts, colour-coded warning systems, witness statements from people who saw their relationship in action. But my favourite witness, one single bartender, a bartender from years earlier at the bar, who worked at the bar where her ex frequented. Imagine getting that phone call. Sir, in June 2018, did you witness a man promising he'd be there in 10 minutes and he never showed? But my favourite part is the chapter headings.
Yes.
Can I please share with you the chapter headings of the dossier, 32-page laminated, that Denise put together?
Yes.
These were her chapter titles. Excuses ranked by frequency.
Gold start.
Projected anniversary disappointments. Known television remote violations.
What?
Historical snack theft. Historical snack theft.
Oh my God.
This woman is a queen. And the projected anniversary disappointments, she's not an ex-girlfriend. She's like a Bureau of Meteorology for relationships. It's like, look ahead to September where you'll definitely be told, it's not you, it's me. Or you deserve so much better. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited by this. And apparently the new girlfriend was receiving 3 updated editions weekly.
What the fuck?
She was arrested. She was remembering things, relaminating them, and then delivering them to be inserted into the mother document.
Please burn the previous section.
Look, obviously my position is bombarding strangers with personal documents is not healthy. Somebody maybe needs to go to some therapy. She's had a bad relationship and it's affected her. I get it. But I think every woman understands the feeling behind what she has done. Not the binder, because God, putting that all together, the executive function alone, like she would be an Officeworks Gold member.
You need to keep doing it as it happens. Otherwise it's too big a task.
And like, because when women, when a man, all these women are kind of secretly linked, they don't know each other. So all the exes of one particular man, we're all part of this club we didn't ask to be in. And like, imagine if we could all get together, have the meeting, put together the combined document to give. I love this idea. It's like, it's a community project. And what a queen. I'm not condoning it. But honestly, Denise, if you were needing to crowdfund some lawyers' fees, I feel like the ladies of the world would have you. Because putting together, oh my God, incredible. We're not mysterious. We are detectives. We are not mysterious. Like, you leave us alone with unanswered questions and we will be creating timelines. We will have post-its. Men are out here thinking, we're just going to sit at home sad. Absolutely fucking not. We are launching an investigation to put ASIO to shame. And I love this about us. And I love this about Denise. 32 pages.
30, and
That's the most unbelievable part.
the laminating is implying that you're going to spit all over, like your drink's going everywhere.
Or just that
when you're
nothing
reading
can happen to these precious pages. But my point is, I can't believe she only had 32 pages. Honestly, the dossier I could put together on certain men.
it. Oh my God.
Remember the Encyclopedia Britannica?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be like that.
And you would knock on people's doors saying, would you consider dating this person and buying this encyclopedia?
Denise, 41-year-old, she'd be 43 now. 43-year-old Denise, I salute you.
Yeah.
I could Google where she is and what's happened, but let's not spoil it.
It's going to be a Netflix movie soon, no doubt.
I just need that dossier.
I want to see.
I know.
You shouldn't send it to strangers, but you could send it to us.
If anybody wants to hand it over to Insulation, please feel free.
We want.
Oh my God, legend. Insert harp gliss. Ring. The World Cup is on. I am sport. It's very exciting in my household. Elio is right into his football, and getting to sit with him and watch the Socceroos especially is very exciting. We're hoping this ignites something in him. Elio doesn't like to be told what to do, so team sports are starting to prove quite difficult, because if a referee pulls him up, Elio just says no and then calls the referee a dickhead after
Fair.
to me. And will say things to me like, Mum, he thinks he knows everything. And I'm like, he does. You slid into that other boy's shins.
Yeah.
So we take him to a soccer game or a soccer practice, and he just wants to be able to kick the ball around and do what he wants.
Yeah.
But then when someone tries to coach him, it is a personal attack.
Yeah, right.
He absolutely does not want it. So hopefully him watching the World Cup and watching the coaches interact with the players, and it's all
Yeah,
it's so
that will help.
hectic.
One of
Otherwise,
his heroes is doing it,
yeah.
ideally.
Otherwise, I don't know what sport doesn't involve rules. Like
Alone.
WWE,
Yeah.
cage fighting. I don't know. But it's so great. And there is one player that has captured the hearts and groins of gay men and women around the world. I don't really want to talk about the soccer, the football.
No.
I want to
We
talk
need
about
touchstones.
the Nigerian goalkeeper, Maduka Okoye. Woo! He's very skilled. Not to take away from this man's skill level, but Maduka Okoye, the internet has completely lost its mind. Women and gay men everywhere are suddenly like, I've always loved goalkeeping.
Yeah.
No, you haven't. You discovered him 6 minutes ago. Maduka Okoye, here are his stats. We'll put him up on the screen now. 26, 6'6".
Oh, God.
Woo! Climb him like a tree.
I don't feel like there are tall people in soccer. and football.
Born in Germany, Nigerian father, German-French mother, plays professionally in Italy, represents Nigeria.
Woohoo!
The multicultural sport it is.
love that.
I know. The cheekbones, insane. The facial symmetry, my God. There are women, he has become quite the celebrity in the States. And especially there's Nigerian American women who obviously already knew who he was and well across it. He's getting stopped in the streets.
I love
The
that.
fan edits are happening. I hope he can play. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So I am now emotionally invested, not just because of Maduka Okoye. I'm, for the first time in my life, emotionally invested in the Socceroos. And I think in the past I've just ignored them because I felt like the Matildas were so impressive and they deserved our love and attention, and it's always male sport that gets all the love and attention in Australia. But the Socceroos now completely have me on board. They have my heart, they have my mind, because there's currently a war against immigrants in this country, and I would say there's a war against immigrants worldwide. And when you look at the makeup of the Socceroos, and when you hear the stories of some of these young men and where they come from and how they've gotten to represent Australia, something in you shifts. And I'm seeing it with people in my community, with those of you who follow me, because the Socceroos are a true representation of Australia. That is who we are. We've got Nestori Irankunda, who was born in a refugee camp in Tanzania. Awe Mabil spent part of his childhood in a refugee camp in Kenya. There are kids of migrants from all over the world, different languages, different cultures, different histories, but they're all wearing the same jersey. And this is a really fascinating moment for Australia because obviously there's loud conversations about immigration. Thank you, Dave Hughes. Thank you, Pauline Hanson, about who belongs, about who gets to even call themselves Australian. And then this weekend just gone, the Socceroos ran onto the field and everybody was cheering. Everybody was proud. Everybody is waving flags. And then I'm trying to say, and a lot of other people are trying to say, look at our team. Because that is Australia. It's not a version of Australia. It's our actual cultural melting pot. It's not one story, not one surname. It's not just white blokes in Akubras drinking VB in the desert. That is a part of it. That exists, of course. But Australia is also refugee kids becoming national heroes, families arriving with nothing, and then the kids growing up to represent the country that took them in, cultures mixing, communities building, people from every corner of the world somehow ending up together on one team representing one country. And so I'm encouraging you, and I'm certainly going to start doing it, anytime someone says immigrants aren't Australian enough, point at the Socceroos, because the argument is standing right there on a field in the World Cup in green and gold. Australia isn't about ethnicity. It's a shared identity, a shared future, and now a shared jersey. And I think it's worth celebrating. And I got really emotional when they won because on a national stage, everybody's saying that this country has too many immigrants and we shouldn't be allowing them in and they're taking housing and jobs. Anybody saying that can't possibly look at that team and think that those boys, those men don't belong here. So it's an extraordinary time, I think, culturally, and I think there's this cross-section and now a Venn diagram of sport and culture. And when that happens, I think powerful shifts can occur. And I really believe the one thing that can change the mind of, middle-aged white men in pubs is sport. I do. I think that's maybe the one thing that can reach them. So go the Socceroos, go sport. I'm sport. I'm so excited. We've already won. And I've exhausted all my football knowledge. And finally, before we head into sealed section where I will be discussing the sex life of a 300-year-old Victorian pirate and his lady love, because that's what we do here at Emsolation, I want to talk about J-Lo's new movie, Office Romance. It's a Netflix special event situation. J-Lo plays a pilot, because of course she does. And I feel like J-Lo's not afraid to take on the hard jobs in movies. I really want to say she's been a paleontologist. I don't know why, but in my mind she was some kind of, maybe even a genetic scientist. But I just think, you know what? J-Lo can see herself in these roles. And I applaud it. She's not only a pilot, she's a CEO of Cruise Airlines. She is the daughter of a very powerful former, CEO exec, and she's the CEO now. She's taken over the company and she's daddy's girl, but she's always trying to prove herself to daddy, And she has the most unhinged personal assistant who's 40 weeks pregnant, and honestly the highlight of the entire film. There is a scene in this film where J-Lo's assistant is giving birth, and if you have not witnessed the child crowning, can I recommend Office Romance for a surprise sex education? Grab your sons. Yeah. The moment J-Lo's assistant goes into labour in the office, just call your kids in and just say, look at the miracle of life. Because you see full labia, tiny heads squeezing through with air. The most unrealistic thing about this scene is that this woman had a Brazilian. Because I've been 40 weeks pregnant and honestly, they need to go to Bunnings to get a weed whacker to find, the hole. Ew. Birth canal. Opening of the vagin. It was my daughters were there. I got an extra tight hug before bed that night, let's just say. The girls couldn't, Mum, they were like, ew, Mum, is that what it is? I'm like, yeah. Don't even worry about talking about, not getting pregnant. Just show your teenage children what happens. It was intense. The movie doesn't know what it is or who it is. I'm going to give it 3 stars simply for the stunt erection that occurred. There was do you remember the stunt erection?
Was there also semen at one stage?
There was stunt semen. There was a stunt erection. There was outer and inner labia. There was so much going on. except really a storyline development. So this movie is around J-Lo, as I previously said, airline pilot and CEO Air Cruz, Penelope Cruz. Every time someone said Cruz, Chella and I would say Penelope Cruz. And she is, trying to make a name for herself, trying to get out of her daddy's shadow.
But the board just want to get rid of her.
The board want to get rid of J-Lo and her aggressive pantsuits. So enter Brett Goldstein. He, in fact, wrote this movie and produced it for the sole purpose of hooking up with J-Lo. That is publicly stated. Yes. This is the most epic example of manifestation I've ever seen from any man ever. I'm out here praying to the moon, burning candles, sacrificing Eye of Newt. This man just said to his mate, I'm going to write a rom-com because I got the hots for J-Lo. Because he heard Ben Affleck and her had split up and he's like, I'm going to shoot my shot. This is all fact. Yes. Now, if you don't know, Brett Goldstein plays Roy Kent on Ted Lasso. He wrote it with longtime collaborator Joe Kelly, also of Ted Lasso fame. Now, Brett plays company lawyer Daniel Blanchflower. What? The most English name I've ever heard. He is a former UN lawyer. He's way too smart to be working for Air Cruz, but he has to take a job with Air Cruz, Penelope Cruz, because his sister is in a maximum security prison in America, and he is going to stay in America until he can relocate his sister from an American jail to an English jail. His sister is the most delightfully unhinged character I think I've ever seen in a comedy ever. And there is actually crossover with my Addicted to Love stand-up show because we find out that the sister is in jail for chopping her ex-boyfriend's head off because she didn't like the look on his face. Relatable queen. In my show, I do talk about how whenever I hear about a crime of passion, I'm immediately on the woman's side. And I wonder to myself, what did he do? So the conversations between Brett and the sister are a highlight of the film for me because there's one scene where she says, I'm getting so much sex. Some days I don't even put my pants on. Amazing. There are lines like that in this show that really kind of knock you out of your hate. There are some great lines in there that you can tell they probably had to fight to keep. The stunt erection is incredible. But I feel like they got it wrong because it looks like they made a little glove for his penis.
Yeah.
Because when a man gets an erection in pants, it's like a tent.
Yeah.
But this one kind of went up and around like a glove.
It was weird.
It's like there was an inbuilt penis glove in his pants. Yeah. But what I loved about it is that J-Lo notices the erection and she's not disgusted, she's amused. And also later on that night she's thinking about it. And then the next day it makes her want to meet up with him. Yeah. Which, mate, in real life, this is a case for HR. This isn't great. But I feel like Brett Goldstein's really hot if you're into like hairy kind of big-jawed men. Who isn't? And it is case by case. If someone gets an erection in front of you at work and you're both single consenting adults, maybe it will cause J-Lo to ask you out. So they end up, there's a big company policy. You can't date anyone else in the company, even though she's the CEO. She can't do it. And, things unfold. And Amy Sedaris turns up as a private eye. Things go, it's a lot. It doesn't make a great deal of sense.
No.
J-Lo looks amazing, not that it matters.
Can we talk about the lighting as well? Did you find it difficult to adjust when you first started watching it? Like, everything just seemed so overlit and almost fake to me.
Well, she's a woman of a certain age.
Yeah.
There was
the bikini shot.
Yeah, there was a delicious amber ombre hue happening. Yeah, she was in a bikini.
She looked amazing.
Not that it matters.
But there is something going on with her crutch. Did you pause and have a look? I'm sorry.
I did not.
We know it's such a Barbie crutch when she performs. So when she's just in a G-string, I was like, hang on, I need to pause this and had a look. And there is something weird.
Well, she might have had like a lady cup on.
Yeah, something.
I'd wear a lady cup because creeps like you were pausing and zooming in. Exactly. I'd ask for a stunt crotch.
The gay man's doing it. Everyone's doing it.
I'd be bringing in the crotch double.
Yeah.
It's terrible, but also worth watching because our lady J-Lo, you liked it.
Yeah, it was terrible but good.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go good. It was okay. I wanted it to be more outrageous. Yeah. I wanted it to be This Is Me Now levels.
They were the highlights. Every time you laugh unexpectedly, I'm like, more of this.
Yeah. But I just want you to know Brett Goldstein legitimately said, I've got a crush on J-Lo. I want to star in a rom-com with J-Lo. He then wrote the rom-com, pitched it to Netflix, got the money, pitched it to J-Lo, got J-Lo, and ended up in the film pashing her. And now, of course, there's all this like, are they together in real life bullshit going on? And Brett Goldstein is smart enough to have come out and said, look, I'm really flattered anyone thinks I could get her, but it's J-Lo. So,
Calm your father.
Exactly. But look, if you're looking for something to switch your brain off to, it's fine. It's okay. I'm giving it 2.5 erections out of 5. And on that note, thank you so much for joining us this week on Emsolation, coming to you live from downstairs because, as previously mentioned, our roof caved in. There's electricians here seeing what's going on. It's definitely what I need in my life at this point in time with everything that's occurring. Half of the stuff you can't even know about for legal reasons. So, woo! We're going into sealed section now where I will be okay stopping a video I have yet to watch. It was sent to me by an Emsolator and they just said, just trust me, do this on the show unwatched, sight unseen. It is the story of a woman who married and is in a very explicitly sexual relationship, a 300-year-old Victorian pirate ghost. And I'm just going to watch it and we're going to stop it and we're going to talk about it at length because that's where I'm at today.
Yeah.
And if you want to be a part of that, you need to be in the sealed section. Also, on Tuesday, I released an episode and I did talk about what's been going on with Grace Tame, Charlie Pickering and Dave Hughes. If you want to hear that, you need to be a subscriber. Also, maybe the boys will pop a bit in now. Emsolation Extra. Today, I want to clarify some things I've been having big feelings over. They are Charlie Pickering, Dave Hughes and Pauline Hanson. What a trio. But I'm going to start with a question. And it's about something that happens every single time one of these stories rolls around. Because there has been stories about all three of these people that I am continuously being asked to comment on. And I reached a point this week where I got a snippy message saying, really disappointed you haven't defended Grace Tame. And I thought to myself, why am I the one who have to explain to people why what Charlie Pickering said was shit? I mean, I'm happy to, but it always seems to fall to the people from the communities being impacted to have to stop and pick up like a metaphorical whiteboard marker and run everyone through the basics of being a good human. And I'm really tired of it because I don't think people think about the impacts that has on me as a public autistic woman, as Grace Tame is. And of course I stand with Grace Tame. I mean, I feel like that goes without saying. But it's always the women in these circumstances who have to do it. The advocates, the neurodivergent people, the migrants, survivors. It seems to always be the people carrying the issue who has to explain to the general public why it's not okay to blame immigrants entirely for our housing crisis, why the rhetoric Pauline Hanson is peddling around is harmful, incorrect, ill-informed misinformation. Why what Charlie Pickering said was not helpful in any way. My question is, where are the powerful men? Where are the senior comedians? Where is Will Anderson? Where is Tommy Little? Where is Pete Hellier? And just reminding you, tickets for my show, Addicted to Love, which is kicking off the rest of its national tour in Queensland at the end of August, are moving fast with thanks to my 5-star reviews from the Adelaide Cabaret Festival. Please get in and grab yours now so that I can sleep at night. Let's go to the sealed section. Huzzah! If you're not a subscriber to Emsolation Extra, here's what you're missing. Hello there and welcome to Emsolation Extra. This week I will be talking about the woman who married a 300-year-old Victorian ghost pirate. And also my review of Masters of the Universe.
Oh.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise.
I forgot that I saw it. But we will be talking at length about that. Spoiler alert, I fucking loved it. Woo. It's feminist in camp. And my God, they really went in on, we are going to obliterate toxic masculinity with this extremely muscle-bound man. And they achieved it.
Oh.
Yeah, I really
Wow.
think
That is such a good sell.
I think people have forgotten. You remember at the end of He-Man, they always had the little ghost appear and give you the message of the lesson we learned.
Yep.
They've kind of carried that through in this one, and I think they really did want to address the macho-ness of it all. And remember, He-Man was, he was always in pink.
Yeah.
And he was quite camp. And Adam, non-He-Man, was a lover, not a fighter, although built like a brick shithouse.
Yeah.
But the way that they address it in this movie is incredible. Before we get to that, though, a video came across my desk, and I have not seen it. All I have seen is the title, The Woman Who Married a 300-Year-Old Victorian Ghost Pirate. And straight away, check, on brand. Say less. Can I meet her? Can we interview her? This genre of video is just pure dopamine to my brain. So I'm going to play the video now and let us meet her together. I have no idea. I don't know what her name is. I'm hoping it's something incredible. I just feel like she's renamed herself. For sure, she's given herself a new name. This will not be her government name.
Yes.
Here we go. The Woman Who Married a 300-Year-Old Ghost Pirate.
Obviously, certain positions work better for spiritual sex than others. It's easier to feel energy, for example, in the missionary position than it would be if you were on top. It would be more difficult.
Okay, stop. Why would it be easier to feel sexual spirit in missionary than... And she's saying, obviously, than on top. Obviously.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, it goes without saying. Why?
Yeah.
See, again, I'm going to have follow-up questions
Does
for
it
this
not
woman.
pass through her? Also, accent on point.
Incredible.
Happy that it's an accent.
Her name is coming up right now. Here we go.
My name is Amanda Sparrow Large Teague.
Amanda Sparrow Large Teague.
Large teeth?
Large Teague. Amanda Sparrow Large Teague. The next sentence better be, I'm a witch.
Please.
I'm a witch.
You fucking kidding?
We saved the best stuff for Emsolation Extra. So if you want to hear or even better watch what happened next, just click the link in our episode description or visit emsolation.supercast.com and join. Instantly, you'll have access to a world of bonus apps and other treats, all accessible through the podcast app that you are currently listening on right now. And on our extra tier, you can also watch and stream the video episode of what you just heard and our exclusive sealed section episode back to back every week via the Supercast website for just $2.50 a week on our yearly plan. Join Extra or Extra and get 2 bonus episodes every week, plus close friends access on Instagram, pre-sales ticket priority, and merch discounts and one-off exclusives. Find out more. Click the link in the episode description or go to emsolation.supercast.com now. Emsolation with Em Rossiano is recorded at Down the Hill Studios. Hosted by Em Rossiano with Michael Lucas. Executive produced by Benjamin Wasley. Produced by Em Rossiano. Filmed and edited by James Henderson. Socials by Benjamin Wasley, Em Rossiano and Marcella Rossiano Barrow. With assistance from Jem Evans and Isabella Hines. You'll find links to get more Emsolation on Instagram at Emsolation Podcast. Thanks for listening, and we can't wait to chat with you again soon.